Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for another episode of Resident Alien Season 2, Episode 10, The Ghost of Bobby Smallwood. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you feel like gambling, you can hit that bell down below, and YouTube may or may not notify you. So the best thing to do is go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. I change it every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. All righty, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go away. Go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video you can comment down below in the comment section. All right, give me enough time to pause, do whatever you need to do. I really do need to just get like a little turntable for that. All righty. I'm not gonna lie, this episode was boring as fuck this week. There were a couple of moments here and there, but for the most part, I don't know if it's just different writers, if they lost funding. I'm pretty sure they lost funding between the first half of season 2 and the second half of season 2, and now we're just actually seeing it. Was it because the kids are back? Well, the kids actually were worse too. So no, it's just everything in general. Harry's acting even more stupid than he has before. The kids, well, the boy at least is acting a lot more stupid as well. Max. So Max is actually acting really stupid. So is the mayor, and his wife, of course. Asta is kind of really weird and a lot more flighty instead of as grounded as she was before. And Darcy actually has gotten a lot better and isn't as flighty as she was before, because they're of course trying to ground the character a bit more. And Judy's still weird, but not the strangeness that I liked better, you know. Yeah, Judy was less stupid. I agree with you. That's because she found her own Judy in this episode. So, yeah. Oh, man, I'm not really taking it. I mean, the only thing we're getting out of this is, you know, the investigation is continuing into the death of the guy from Jersey, who, of course, Asta killed, and both the patient sheriff, of course, and the Jessup sheriff or detective are now working together, because now we found out that she's from New York City. She was originally a cop in New York City. He, of course, is a cop from DC, and they're both big city police detectives in small towns, and so now they're getting that together. Yeah, the Judy having a Judy was actually kind of funny. I agree. That was a kind of a mild funny, but it wasn't like great. The whole thing that we start off with the 81 years ago, a boy missing in the mines, Bobby Smallwood, who, of course, the alien baby ends up finding him, taking his DNA, and walking around as the boy, who his sister ends up seeing. She's like in her 90s at this point, and she sees him walking around. And yeah, it just, I don't know how I'm feeling about that one. They're adding another kid to the mix. I don't know if we need another, add another kid to the mix. Sahar trying to now keep the alien baby from Harry, because she believes that Harry is trying to make the baby evil or something like that, which I don't know where this came from now. I thought they were working together at this point, but I don't know where we're going with that. Honestly, I just don't care. Asa now has her memory back again after, Harry comes clean about it and she remembers everything. Of course, now she, fucked up her relationship relationship with Jay, or I should say Harry fucked up her relationship with her daughter Jay. And we find out that Asta, every time that she's been writing letters to Jay and keeps them in a box. That's what we saw at the end of all of this. So again, this is very, very non-special effects. Uh this is sitcom television is where we're at this point. It's not great, and the character development has just gone fucking south, like big time. Uh I'm kind of wishing we had the writers back for season one, even the beginning of season two, which was so much better. And we're not getting into that right now. We're getting more. Is what we're getting. The whole thing with Harry doing euthanasia to the his older patient, and then trying to come to terms with death. At that point, it's a subtext that doesn't need to go over. What is it now? 2 episodes, and I'm sure they're going to carry it out into a third episode as well. For him to deal with coming to terms with death, if you will. I mean, Asta kind of spelled it out for him, and you would think that they would just kind of resolve it and move on, kind of like they do with most of their stuff. It's like again, it's like a sitcom. You learn the lesson for the week, and then it's forgotten completely, and we move on to the next thing. Uh, this is very, I don't know. It's Seinfeld. It's Northern Exposure in a way, but with a bit of Simpsons mixed into it. Because I mean, um, Homer never started off as stupid as he is now, and Harry never started off as stupid as he is now. And it seems like they've accelerated Harry's stupidity in this season, and I'm not really digging it. So I kind of want to move on with the B story too. Of there are aliens that are now on Earth that are not of Harry's species, and they are going to they're trying to invade Earth at this point. And of course, General McAllister is trying to take care of that, but no, instead we're getting, the murder and patients that might have happened in Jessup, and there's developers that want to, build in patients. And I'm sorry, I fell asleep there. Oh, and the mayor and the wife are, have grown apart, but they think they can. I'm sorry, I fell asleep there again. So, um, yeah, and then Darcy has a new love interest. Oh, there we go. I'm awake again. I'm sorry. Yeah. These episodes just turn into a big snooze fest. Is really what it comes down to. And if it doesn't turn around fairly quick, I might end up dropping this show just because it's not what it was. It really isn't what it was. I mean, hell, we didn't even have Harry as an alien for 2 episodes, really. Um, sure, we see an alien body laying on the table. I did find it kind of funny, the whole Ellen thing, Nurse Ellen, with Diana Bang coming in, and her, she's been stealing all of his yogurt out of the fridge, and also Darcy as well. Darcy's like, "Yeah, I like the free yogurt that's in the fridge," and he's like, "That is my yogurt." Um, that was actually kind of funny. That's about the only thing that there was that was relatively funny. But yeah, and then the whole thing with milk. Um, I know that Harry was into milk and all that stuff too, but uh, all these, I mean, this show, The Boys, having characters that are preoccupied with milk is getting to be a little disturbing now at this point. And yeah, we can move on from that now at this point in time, I think. So not the best episode in the world. Uh Not the worst one either. We've had worse this season. You know what I'm talking about out there. Just badly written. That's all I'm gonna say. Um this one, boring more than anything else. I'm hoping we're gonna get back to the B storyline. Honestly, it seems like the most important storyline, to tell you the truth. Now that Harry isn't trying to get home again or contact his people, now we need to find out who the fuck this other alien race is and what their plans are for Earth. That seems to be like it should be an imperative, not what the fucking land developers who want to build a vacation spot and patience is all about. There we go. But of course, it's going to drag out like 4 or 5 more episodes because Harry doesn't know that the alien baby has taken on human form. Sahara is going to keep that from him. Max eventually is going to spill the beans to Harry about this because that's what's going to happen. And again, like I said, this will happen in about right before the other break, like mid season or mid season break, like the third quarter break, I guess you could say. And that's where we're going to have a little, you know, revelation that and he'll finally be able to talk to the baby so the baby can deliver Goliath's message about what's going on, and he'll get the full message at that point. But also at that point in time, we're going to have the Galvin Powell group move into Patience at some point, and then the sheriff is going to find out more about the sheriff and the deputy. Most likely the deputy is going to find out the full story about Harry being an alien, that Sam Hodges was the one that killed. He was killed because of this whole Galvin Powell group thing, and they're gonna basically they're gonna find out he's an alien. The whole town is at some point in time. I'm guessing by around the middle of this group of episodes that we have going on. And of course, the town is going to have to rally around him. And Patience is going to end up being known for being UFOs instead of the murder capital, blah, 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 blah. This is where I'm going with all this. I mean, you could see this coming from a mile. It is telegraphed. It is NBC programming at its worst, because that's what this is. This is NBC programming. That's what SyFy is. It's NBC Universal. And I really don't want it to be as formulaic as it is, but unfortunately it is, and I can see where it's going. So, yes, I know I just kind of hate reviewed on that one, but it needed to be said. I'm hoping next week it's a reversal and a turnaround, but I don't think it's going to be the case. I'm thinking we're going to get more of the same, and I'm not looking forward to it, to tell you the truth. So, again, 4 episodes in a row. If it's bad, then it gets cut. There's a lot more stuff that's on this month anyway. So if I lose this, this series, not a big deal. Besides that, Alan Tudyk has like 15 more series that he's working on, and Harley Quinn is still in the works there. So, which is infinitely better than this show at the moment. So there we are. What else do I have going on for the rest of this week? Well, tomorrow I'm going to be off. Sunday is going to be a Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week. Any genre stuff you guys want to talk about, we talk about it. And there's a lot to talk about this week. Monday will be House of the Dragon, the new HBO Max series, House of the Dragon, before it gets canceled. And Tuesday I'm going to be off. Wednesday will be Is It Worth My Time? Lock and Key Season 3, the third and final season of Lock and Key. And then, of course, Thursday will be a doubleheader of She-Hulk and Harley Quinn. And then, of course, Friday we come to Resident Evil, or Resident Alien. Not Resident Evil, Resident Alien. I probably said Resident Evil at some point in time too earlier on, but hey, I meant Resident Alien. All right. With that said, I'm going to let you guys go for the rest of the night. Thank you to everyone. Well, Penn, thank you for being in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match them as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops them up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'll be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media and all links to my pages there as well. Yes, Penn, I will see you on Sunday. Until then, down the door, hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may find out that you're just going to fall asleep during the episode because yeah, there's really nothing going on. Thanks everybody. I will see you again on Sunday. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, get the boosters as well. They don't work without the boosters. And stay safe out there, everyone. Thanks. I will see you again on Sunday. Have a good start to the weekend, and see you then. Thanks everyone. Good night.